Imagine waking up one day, not on Earth or even in this solar system, but speeding straight toward a star so wild and powerful that it shatters everything we think we know about the raw chaos of the universe. Today, let's jump straight into the unimaginable. Here's the question. What would happen if you ended up falling into WR102? Take a break from thinking about black holes or neutron stars. WR102 isn't just another star. It acts more like a cosmic cannon that blasts out more energy than 1,000 suns put together. This isn't an exaggeration. WR102, a Wolf-Rayet star, gives off so much heat and light that placing it in the center of our solar system would destroy Mercury, Venus, and Earth through its intense brightness. Now picture this. You're somehow there, plunging toward it. What wipes you out first? Is it the unbearable heat? The harmful radiation? Or is it something unexpected? Before you even notice the overwhelming light, you're struck by a violent storm of particles blasting at millions of kilometers per hour. That's what we call its stellar wind. This isn't some soft wind in the park. It's more like a raging firestorm. WR102 throws out material flying at a ridiculous 14,000 kilometers every second. Forget getting pushed. You'd be ripped apart and turned into plasma vapor faster than you'd have time to react. But let's pretend for a second that somehow you make it through that nightmare. Then what? The deal with WR102 isn't just that it's hot. It holds the title of the hottest star ever discovered in the universe. Its surface burns at an unbelievable 210,000 Kelvin. To compare, our sun sits at a much cooler 5,778 Kelvin chilly by comparison. You wouldn't catch fire. You'd glow like a light. The atoms in your body would tear apart, losing their electrons and turning into a swirling mix of tiny particles. This isn't just burning, it's breaking down at an atomic level. Here's the crazy thing. Inside a Wolf-Rayet star, the universe's main ingredients are being made. Carbon, oxygen, and neon, elements needed for life, are formed in an intense nuclear cauldron. As you fall apart, you're not just ending, you're joining the cosmic process that makes the universe what it is. A strange and almost poetic fate. What if you could survive the radiation, the scorching heat, and the atoms being torn apart? What would reality feel like as you fell deeper into it? You'd be diving into what scientists refer to as relativistic effects. Time would stretch, light would warp and twist. The idea of up or down would stop making sense. From where you stood or floated, time would drag on, while an outside viewer would see mere moments rush past. You could feel like centuries passed in what someone else experiences as an instant. A single horrifying instant. And then there's the magnetic field. WR102 produces an enormous magnetic field just like all stars do, but here it's pushed to levels beyond comprehension. This isn't about magnetism. The force in this field would tear apart all organized matter. Your organs would get stretched and twisted out of shape way before the intense heat could reach you. Picture it like a cosmic taffy pull, except it's pulling apart the core of who you are. Now think about the pressure. As you go deeper into the star, the density goes way beyond what you can imagine. Electrons get crushed into the atomic nuclei. Matter doesn't behave anymore. It starts breaking down. This leads to something called electron-degenerate matter. It's a dense form of material where packed electrons push back against further crushing. You'd find this state in white dwarfs, but here, it's just the beginning of something far more extreme. You wouldn't just be squished. You'd get absorbed into a thick supercharged plasma where even your atoms would mix with the stars. You wouldn't tell them apart anymore. In a way, you'd just merge with it. But what happens to your consciousness in a place like that? Do your thoughts stick around, stretched and distorted even as your body disappears? Or does the idea of you vanish? Now, we hit the core, the center of WR102. What would you find there? Inside, conditions set the stage for some massive chaos. WR-102 is sprinting toward the end of its life, devouring its fuel at a shocking speed. For a star with such immense weight, one outcome awaits: a hypernova. It is not just an ordinary supernova, but a blast so extreme it shines brighter than entire galaxies, even if just for a short and terrifying moment. If you happen to be there when it erupts, you would experience the unimaginable. A gamma-ray burst. These are the most intense detonations known in the universe. This beam, made of deadly energy, stretches across unimaginable distances, wiping out life on planets in its path. In that moment, you wouldn't vanish. You'd become a part of an event that reshapes both destruction and creation. Your atoms, no longer making up who you were, would scatter through space and time. They might one day help create stars, planets, or even spark new forms of life billions of years down the line. Every atom in your body, every piece that makes up you, me, and everything around us, came from the core of a star that was dying. In a literal sense, we are all made of stardust. Getting pulled into WR-102 isn't just about destruction. It connects to the massive, chaotic, and beautiful cycle the universe uses to create and destroy. When you think about how short your life is and how small it seems compared to the universe's incredible power, what's the point of our tiny moment of awareness? Maybe the goal isn't to avoid these massive cosmic forces, but to try to understand them. It might be to recognize how delicate and rare life is on a planet protected from such extremes. The real magic lies in asking these questions and thinking about what seems impossible to imagine. When you look at the night sky, you realize that out there, both intense chaos and breathtaking beauty are always happening. WR-102 reminds us of how tiny we are in the grand scheme of things, but it also shows the never-ending creativity of the universe through its cycles of fire and dust. By understanding this, we see how all things are connected. The atoms that make up your body once belonged to a star. One day, they will return to the universe and become part of something else. In a way, you are the universe experiencing itself. The next time you look up at the stars, think about WR-102. Think about its unimaginable strength, its fierce energy, and the amazing creative forces shaping the universe. What other extreme mysteries of the cosmos grab your attention? What wild what-ifs should we dive into next? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this cosmic adventure blew your mind like it did ours, give this video a thumbs up, share it with another space lover, and subscribe to join us on more journeys into the unknown. Until we meet again, keep your eyes on the sky.